Всем еще раз привет! Привет. Все-таки я решила провести второй стрим. У меня и настроение сегодня, и желание для этого есть. Поэтому почему бы и нет? Так, мы продолжаем выполнять нашу сюжетку, но сначала нам нужно немножко подхилиться. Меня на самом деле немного разочаровывает, как Лизу и Яньфэй очень легко выносят. Как бы половина хп сразу вынесена. Что это вообще такое? Я очень надеюсь, что нам не придется с волком снова драться и все. Нам срочно нужно собирать шишки. У нас неожиданно закончились шишки, а нам нужно для оладушек. О, боже мой.
Look, over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory.
А как? Этот волк меня выносит только так, а я выношу этого вестника бездны. Несостыковочка.
We can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
Ань, привет.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Я тебя уже выносила, давай тут не выпендривайся.
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
Ах, так ты тут не один. Да что это? А так нечестно, ты знаешь? Так нельзя же делать.
Time for your arraignment!
Dodge this!
Где-то мелочь.
Cool it!
Incinerate!
You've been a naughty boy.
Freeze! Ha! This moment will be frozen in time. Ah! Ha! Ah!
Ай-яй, больно.
Motion to compare.
Cool it!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Иди сюда.
Boom boom!
Don't push your luck.
It's futile.
Dodge this!
Я его не вижу.
Incinerate! Objection!
Freeze! Ah!
Don't be such a brute.
Cool it!
Где он?
Leave it all to me. As a dutiful maid would. Motion to compel.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
But my defense was watertight. Incinerate! I'll catch up. Steady as stone.
Freeze!
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you.
Это мне повезло, да ты чего?
How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter.
Я тебя уже 2
This
раза
is but a
выношу.
small
Еще говоришь, что мне
unforeseen
повезло.
variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again.
Трус.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state.
Да ничего, мы уже привыкли видеть богов в таком облике.
But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
Ну,
No,
типа
we
того.
heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Missiles. I do not know this strange word.
Блин, надо
As
было так и
it could
спросить про
spin,
ракеты.
leap high
Ой,
into the air,
про
and even
то, что она
shoot
могла крутиться.
fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Паймон такая малышка.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too, also be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Так, куда нам нужно?
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Ну да, небольшие результаты есть.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the Tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
Не нужно?
What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before.
Да?
Can't forget
Когда мы
something
это
like
видели?
that.
Мне будто бы память отшибла. Я вообще этого не помню. Так, может быть, вот сюда нам нужно. Всем привет, кто подключился сейчас. Так, стоп, а мы разве не...
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see?
Пока ничего.
Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited.
Привет, привет, спасибо.
What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god.
Так, мне кажется, нам
And this
скоро
newly born
придется
god will have the power to
сражаться.
topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Так тут же написано.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you
Ну, он
wish,
меня
but I
напрягает, этот
must
Дайни
ensure it does not
Слейв. Я
fall
ему
into
не
the
совсем
wrong hands.
доверяю. Мне кажется, он использует нас тоже в своих целях.
No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Не знаю. Не знаю, можем сегодня даже после этого стрима. У меня супер хорошее настроение, поэтому можно.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it
Я вообще
ourselves.
ничего про церковь не
As for what I
говорила.
mean
Да,
by
Инфоник,
take care of it,
успокойся.
naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Неужели нам обратно придется туда возвращаться?
That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Мама, да не только Барбара, и я тут на грани как бы.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald.
Давай только в этот раз пойдем вместе, потому что пока всю работу делаю я, а ты где-то там.
I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Отсюда придется. Если честно, у меня нет никакого желания идти в то подземелье. Но мне никто не спрашивает. Ох.
We can do this!
Так, а что там у нас по Барбаре?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. La da 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 da.
Так, тогда нам
The
нужно
case before
сейчас.
us is a
Она мне не нравится. Мне почти никто из моих персонажей не нравится. Я хочу других. Не знаю, может мне эти надоели просто, но Мона, Нина, мне они не нравятся. Так, а что там по оружию? Нам не хватает А когда появится? Они в какой промежуток времени появляются? Почему до сих пор ничего нет? Привет, привет. Так. Зря в итоге я сюда возвращалась. Чтобы улучшить его. В любом случае, мне пока ничего не выпадает. Серьезно? Они навсегда теперь распроданы? Это просто ужас. Что там у меня на ней? Ну, пока я просто, знаете... Пока она у меня стоит просто так. Вот. Руководство по магии. У меня больше ничего такого и нет. Хорошего. Вряд ли, конечно, у меня есть. А вот эпос-то есть, да, есть. Так, сейчас. Спасибо за подсказки. Думаю, могу еще раз пробудить. Я хочу ее все равно улучшить немножечко. Давайте используем сначала какие-нибудь книжечки. А, у нас только вот эти. А у меня, по-моему, не хватит до 5-го ранга. Или хватит? А нет, хватит. Я просто, знаешь, как бы немного приберегаю все ресурсы. Думаю, а вдруг кому-нибудь еще понадобится. Ну ладно, надеюсь, она выпадет еще. Так, и улучшить я тоже улучшу. Так, но этого у меня тоже теперь нет. Ну, этих книг было не так много, поэтому у меня на всякий случай все этот. Я заготавливаю. 31 вроде. Должен был быть 31. Кстати, а что это у нас тут? Что тут у нас спрятано? Я только сейчас заметила. Да, 31. Только я не поняла, когда я успела получить третий уровень мира, как бы...
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again.
Да.
Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in.
Пойма, я тоже сюда не хочу.
Surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go. And remember to be on your guard.
И... Как это тут мне? А, все, понятно, спасибо. А, нет! Как? Ну почему? Быстрее, быстрее. Так они залетают в дырки или около них. Мне кажется, оттуда сложнее потом выйти.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff, enemy of the Abyss.
Он краш, но он жук. Хитрый жук. Он... так-то мы его наняли. Получается, мы заплатили ему деньги. Выполнили... Ответили на 3 его вопроса, как он и просил. Выполнили его условия. Но всю работу делаем все равно мы сами.
I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both
Согласна.
dangerous. But... dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Надеюсь, драться будем не только мы. Dainsliff.
Bow before the Abyss!
Как же
Dodge
так?
this!
Опять? А почему опять деремся только мы?
Motion to compel.
Cool it.
Сволочь. Да как ты не успела-то, Лиза? Ты что? Хватит спать.
Dodge this.
Incinerate.
Ай, больно. Ай. Обязательно они должны были появиться, да? Как я их и так ненавижу, ведь, а?
Objection. Boom.
Да что ты не двигаешься-то? Сейчас, стойте.
I'll protect us.
Come a little closer.
Cool it.
Let the show begin.
Oh, so sorry. Don't push your luck. Dodge this.
Если что, я сейчас вообще не читаю комментарии. Я ничего не вижу, что вы мне напишите.
My.
I'll protect us.
Cool it.
You're in for a little shock.
И почему это у меня не отправилось?
It's
Ах, как так?
What's the hurry?
Go, Barbara, go! Let the show begin. Yeah, right? Oh, oh.
Freeze! Don't push your luck. Dodge this. What's the hurry? Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's dance.
The end
Да как ты меня опять задел? Как мне не хватает сейчас... Меня очень напрягают эти маги бездны. Это катастрофа какая-то. Сейчас меня убьют вообще.
I'll protect us.
Смотрите, у меня все персонажи полудохлые. Он задел меня все-таки.
I have some... Don't know.
Я хочу хотя бы хоть как-то восстановить. Мне надо воскресить Яньфэй.
Go, Barbara, go.
Time to fight back, I suppose. Dodge this. Don't push your luck.
Boom, boom. Let's dance. Ow. I'm a bit rusty.
Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Don't push your luck.
Да как же ты меня уже достал? У меня только Барбара и жива.
Go, Barbara, go. Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it. Ouchie.
Да когда ты уже отстанешь-то? же она мертва.
What's the hurry?
Да как я промазала-то? Ага, Люмин, ты дрова. Да, я понимаю, но про элементы я сейчас говорю. Но мне как бы нужно было захилиться Люмин. Потом я не то чтобы дерусь прям против них. Хотя бы что-то делать против них я хочу. А это кто такой?
Hey, could that be?
Я его не помню вообще. Это кто такой? Это ее брат, да?
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother and the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh.
Но мне ни один из ответов не нравится, ну ладно.
Your brother knows Dane?
Да я сама в шоке.
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria.
А он
A
один что
curse of
должен был?
immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Люмин. Твои реплики — это кошмар.
Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Ну ты, козлина.
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh, that's right. the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
Ну, Люмин точно ничего не поняла, а я так поверхностно.
Let's go over it again. First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be he wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order
Мне
now?
интересно, почему брат Люмин, Итер, вроде так его зовут, делает все это.
Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? Well, yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Будет смешно, на самом деле, если в конце игры, в конце всей игры, которая еще не до конца вышла, Люмин тоже станет за бездну. Это будет очень смешно. Так, тут точно больше ничего нет. Вроде нет ничего. Так, что у нас больше нет никаких достижений. Ну да, я слышала, что игра распланирована до 26-го года, если я не ошибаюсь. Ой, можно было сразу сюда телепортироваться. Не посмотрела я. Так, из-за этого я не заметила точку телепорта.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
Не могу поверить до сих пор.
Keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place?
Да-да.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Liyue Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say.
Кстати, мы, по-моему, не все забрали у Катерины.
Ad Astra Ab.
О, 100 камней.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you
Боже
really
мой,
are set
сколько
on going,
волокиты.
there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Оу. И как нам сюда попасть? И я еще как назло не открыла эту точку. Как-то мне не нравится, сколько начали выбивать филичурлы.
Dodge this!
Сейчас мы сделаем вот так.
Go, Barbara, go! Let's dance.
Да, да, я ее прошла. По-моему, в пятницу это было. Но я в основном всю сюжетку только и играю. Нужно срочно купить перец.
Go, Barbara, go!
Ох ты.
Freeze!
Вот сейчас мне нужна Ноэль. Да как же ты попала по мне?
Motion to compel.
Да как? Почему ты сворачиваешь?
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Да ну, почему вас так много-то?
I'll protect us. Incinerate!
Freeze!
Как я не хочу со всеми ними драться. Привет, привет еще раз, да. Так вы что, тут тоже оказались? Это ужас.
Go, Barbara, go!
Dodge this!
Motion to compel.
What's this? This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's spark things up a
Зачем я
little.
это сейчас сделала? Я не хотела. Так я же его исследую. Ой, ну я закончила сюжетку одну. Я встретилась со своим братом Миттером. Вроде как. Аня, что значит исследовать мир? Я его исследую. Так, что тут еще делать?
Let's dance.
Оу. Оу, там, оказывается, какой-то сундук лежал. Ой, нас так много. 9 человек. Спасибо всем большое, что смотрите. А, ну ты спускаешься. Блин, выпадали бы вот тут камни из тока вместо моры. Моры у меня и так достаточно. Оп. И что дальше? Что нужно сделать? Ну, ладно.
Cool it. Freeze. Cool it.
Я не знаю, правильно ли я сейчас делаю.
Freeze!
Вот камней истоков много не бывает.
Dodge this!
Ну-ка. Я отвлеклась и... Да как же так? А все было так хорошо. Вот что значит отвлеклась на чат. Я сейчас не доплыву уже. Просто катастрофа. Почему я отвлеклась? Это ужас. Все. Окей, прости и прощай. Как-то очень сильно у меня или трансляция запаздывает, или у вас. Я очень хорошо отвлеклась на чат.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Я не знаю, что делать мне с этим баннером.
Freeze!
С одной стороны, я хочу покрутить, потому что я хочу персонажей других. С другой стороны, следующий баннер это с Балб, и ее так все хвалят, и я думаю, может она реально такая крутая. Вообще я хотела бы Аялку, она мне нравится.
Dodge this!
Сейчас я дойду до корабля, иначе опять сейчас отвлекусь и упаду, как в прошлый раз.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Блин, так сильно запаздывает трансляция почему-то. Хотя вот с моего второго устройства я, получается, смотрю тоже и читаю чат. У меня там секунд на 10.
Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this!
А как мне потом забраться-то?
Freeze! Dodge this!
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
The ocean waves.
Да, я так считаю. Почему они молчат? Неужели поленились озвучить? Они у меня есть.
Mateys, time to set sail.
Так. Ё-моё, это со всеми нужно поговорить.
Ahoy there, mateys. Time to set.
Очень вежливо, спасибо. Все такие добрые, просто вау.
What a bountiful haul.
О, я у тебя уже все забрала, не переживай.
Bountiful
Почему
haul.
они все такие злые? Все меня прогоняют. Так, а тут...
Who have we got here?
Такая она красивая.
Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey, the name's not Floating Thing. It's Paimon.
Не обижай нашу малышку Пайман.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Он такой красивый. Мой топ это Венти и как раз Кадзуха или Кадзуха, Кадзуха, да? Но это самые главные красавчики в Геншине.
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it?
Нет, конечно.
The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
1000 камней истоков. Я согласна на все потом.
Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Мне нужен камень истока.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional
Но это
strength and
должны быть
talent.
мы.
Organizing the clash is my
мы.
way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Да-да, именно так.
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
Да-да. Чтобы
What's wrong with
поднять его
that? The
популярность.
more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Так, а с кем еще там осталось поговорить? О, достижение нужно сразу собрать. Люши. в принципе, без разницы. Нет, это очень прикольно. Как сюда забираться-то?
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Так, а где? Может, она где-то тут?
What a bountiful home.
На башне, прям наверху? И как мне туда забраться?
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
What a bountiful home.
Сейчас.
Time to set sail!
Нет, а где я? В смысле выше? Куда еще выше? Драконьих ребят, конечно, я туда ходила. Вот тут у меня все открыто. Это ужасное место, я его ненавижу. А, он прям там наверху.
Time to set sail!
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
А я же туда не этот. Я же не смогу туда подняться, не успею. Сейчас будет
All clear as far as the eye can see.
смерть с такой высоты.
Catch the wind.
Как мне туда забраться, чтобы...
There, mateys! Time to set sail!
Stock of herbs is running a bit low. I wonder what's going on up there.
The waves are as calm as always.
Ну да ну ты серьезно не хочешь отсюда залезть?
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Waves are as calm as always.
I wonder what's going on up there.
Почему он не хочет немного встать? Он же опять не долезет сейчас. Привет. А дальше как?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Так, надо бы, конечно... Что это ты не хочешь-то? Даже не думай. Нет, 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 нет. Что такие? Поворачивай. Камушки есть.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
А как отсюда пролезть-то?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Ты что, издеваешься надо мной? Зачем ты сейчас упал? Что это сейчас было? Нифига не видно.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Зачем ты крутишься вокруг себя? Все, поднимайся.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Кея хочет, чтобы я его возненавидела. Почему ты не хочешь лезть?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Как теперь пройти отсюда-то? Все, дошло. Не мог еще выше подняться? Незаметно подкрадываюсь. Мне кажется, меня можно было услышать, не знаю где. В Китае как раз. И я зря поднималась.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Так, и что, это потом обратно так добираться? Это же кошмар.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not
что,
frozen in
второй
place
раз?
after all.
Ну что, пойдем во второй раз?
The waves are as calm as always.
Я только что увидела ваши комментарии. ты чё? Ты меня решил выбесить.
All clear as
Зачем
far
ты
as the
сейчас
eye can
упал?
see.
Где этот сундук?
All clear as far as the eye can see.
О, все, нашла. Спасибочки за подсказки. Так, подождите, пожалуйста, секундочку.
The waves are as calm as always.
Пока вернемся. Так, это разве не ты? Ладно, потом сделаю.
I should open a store.
А, внизу, все поняла. Все. Все время забываю об этом нижнем этаже. Я же тут так и не открыла, блин, ладно. Можно было туда телепортироваться.
What's the hurry?
Очень жаль, что эта плита не двигается снова, сейчас вечность добираться.
Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it!
Так, а что еще ему от меня нужно? Мне нужен был камень истока. Я, конечно, благодарна за твою плату, но... Так, что там? Да, конечно, я зря вернулась. Так, подождите, пожалуйста, секундочку.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Так, нам нужно попасть куда-то туда. Ой, надеюсь, сможем обойтись без прямых столкновений с монстриками. Но чувствую, что нет. Ой. Ох ты! Это что за...
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Да вы что? А почему вас так много-то стало? Ты что, совсем?
Dodge this!
Motion to compel.
Да как же так-то?
Cool it!
Да что это?
Stayed
У
home.
меня уже все, реакция на сегодня, мне кажется. Почему их так много-то было? О, я все собрала еще. Так, тут ничего нет. Смотрите, как он мило спит.
I'm a bit rusty.
Нужно срочно собрать больше закатников. И шишек. Так, я же не сюда хотела. Что это? Я не туда бегу. Оп-оп. У нас там наверху есть
What's the hurry? Ah!
Можно вечность так возиться.
Oh, how exciting! Yeah.
Не успела. Ой, что это такое? Ух ты.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Leader said that they had to be renowned fighters.
Что это такое? Наверное, сражаться, да, сейчас придется, чего я не очень хочу. Но раз уж я начала, даже не знаю. Так, ну ладно, давайте.
I have some for you too.
Как она? А, она же мне была не отхилена, точно.
Dodge this!
Ух ты.
Boom boom! Inadmissible evidence! I must leave no stone unturned.
Надо чуть-чуть подлечить. еще остался-то? Ах, я не успею. Я просто забыла, что у меня Лиза-то полудохлая, поэтому я не успела. А что, я могу еще раз? Сейчас, подождите, я полечу Лизу. О боже.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Steady as stone. Motion to compel. Boom boom.
Надо сначала этот щит скорее разрушить.
As a good knight should.
Ну ты можешь уже ударить, Лиза? Можешь нет бить, ё-моё. Так, ладно, и что? Где мой сундук?
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu and countless other clans. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
Так школа
There's
же
no
совсем
way we can
недавно
use it
появилась.
proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
Может быть, ваш учитель
Recently, though,
шарлатан?
we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Ну, никто
The
попало.
Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of
Я
darkness.
думаю, нам не
They
стоит
didn't know what hit 'em.
перечислять наши заслуги.
I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them. And...
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna keep looking
Паймон,
around.
не пали нас так
I'll see you in the
рано.
arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Дети, дети. Да-да, мы дети.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Я еще хотела сказать перед ним, перед Дзинью, ну, наверное, он один такой, типа, адекватный, не будет хвалить себя. Но начало разговора уже мне не нравится.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So, you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a
Он
champion.
еще хуже, чем те
For
двое.
me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
Ой, я не могу еще сделать никакую рисовку.
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Chink's a village arm wrestling
Парма,
champion,
ну
huh?
тоже не стоит недооценивать.
All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you?
Да.
Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Да.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Именно
It's really
я.
her!
The one that
Да.
spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
Ну...
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Паймон, такая малышка.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
Пожалуйста, не вешайте на меня медаль пока
I
что.
wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty.
Да наоборот, это
Actually,
же
this is the
круто
most dazzling
поучаствовать.
track record I've ever seen.
Не отказывайтесь.
By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, Looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Получается, мне вообще ничего нельзя использовать, да? Просто драться на мечах.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Oh.
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
А, я думала, нам придется сейчас возвращаться на корабль.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
Блин, он такой классный.
You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Неужели она тоже решит
For one thing,
участвовать?
we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take...
Мне стало немножко не по себе.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
Ну, что-то мне стало тоже волнительно.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun.
Ах ты.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
It's a fury!
очень хорошо бьет. Блин, почему так плохо?
Objection.
Pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried.
Я тоже начала немного
If
волноваться.
you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Что мне не нравится в этом бою, так это когда ты подходишь к границе, перестаешь видеть своего персонажа. Мне это не нравится.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my
Мне даже
league.
интересно, кто это.
Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Блин, даже
I don't
жаль.
dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But It is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form.
Блин, мне
It's
уже
also obvious
интересно,
that he's
кто
seen his
это?
fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy.
Меня он начинает пугать.
Besides, our
Мой,
favorite here has fought many
оппонент.
battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Куда нам нужно идти? Так далеко? Да ты что? Я думаю, что сейчас все быстренько закончим наше сражение.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
Мне кажется, он немного преуменьшает свои способности.
To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
Не
Extraordinary.
будем мы все рассказывать.
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills.
Стоп, подождите. У меня не отхилены они. Стоп, стоп. Блин, это хорошая еда. Можно их пока съесть.
You control the elements without a vision. That means... Oh, pay no attention to me. I was just talking to myself. I will be sure to observe your battle intently.
А, мне нужно их одолеть. Ну ладно.
Freeze!
Да куда ты стреляешь-то, я...
What's the hurry?
Сейчас бы, кстати...
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Барбара бы как раз была сейчас.
What's the hurry?
Зараза, успел подняться.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Все время забываю.
Dodge this!
Как не хватает сейчас Барбару, ё-моё.
Cool it!
Ух ты.
Incinerate!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Freeze!
Motion to compare. well. Boom boom!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm
Далеко не
you.
безупречные. Кадзуха, ты ошибаешься.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Ну, наконец-то.
Right. We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never
Я
mind.
думала,
We can start
решила
by
она
making your
драться,
entrance
и
first.
просто это была шутка.
Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This
Мне
is
даже
the
немножко
final
не по
match!
себе.
We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Да
Wait a
как?
moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Неужели он ее украл?
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Как можно было
Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do
пропустить
such a
вора?
thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Ах ты.
Cool it.
Да что ты не повернулся-то?
So sorry. What's the hurry?
Boom boom!
Dodge this.
Incinerate!
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Ну и где это? Я уже думаю, что...
They're here! Get them!
Treasure
да
hoarders,
то.
just as I expected.
Где
In
они?
which case, please stand back.
Просто использую пока что ульту и подхилиться надо.
I got careless.
Time for your arraignment!
Freeze! Freeze!
Boom boom!
Freeze! Picked the wrong test subject.
Я надеялась, что мы
You
быстро
caught up with me?
разберемся.
How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind, as I would... In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch
так
of
это
lousy
ты
fighters.
финалист, я еще переживала.
So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along, but then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
Сейчас он должен пробудиться у нас.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Жестоко.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Ну-ка, Зоха, ты все испортил.
What are you trying to do?
О, а ты что, стреляешься у нас?
Yeah. Here's something special.
Ну, что-то он супер слабый какой-то.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
В бешенстве.
Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Вот это поворот.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beta was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the
всё
vision
равно
was
мы
originally to be
победили
this
его.
hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire
Да
trip.
я уже готова,
In
готова.
fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast
я
lands of
думала, с
Liyue
нами
in the hope
будет.
of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Так, забираем свои призы. Тут все.
I'll remind you again.
Так, а сколько у нас накопилось камней? Ладно, мы можем купить еще.
Can be both a help and a hindrance.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us...
Just following orders.
Ну все, все, хватит болтать. Ну, опять. Снова туда возвращаться. Да, я вот и думаю копить на нее. Но я так хочу Саю. Она вроде как тоже хорошенькая. Во мне борются две личности. Та, которая хочет Бал, и та, которая хочет Саю. А как ты тут оказался-то, ё-моё?
Let's spark things up a
Да
little.
что, я не хотела сюда нажимать. Почему я нажимаю на Q вместо отнёрки и на E вместо F? Это меня раздражает. Так, надо открыть это подземелье. Нет! Да что это? Мне кажется, я уже полусплю. Но я хочу добраться до Инадзумы и потом уже буду заканчивать стрим.
Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it!
you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Да, да, я согласна. Она очень классная и красивая. Безумно красивая. А это кто?
Oh, hi there.
Почему так много стало красавчиков резко?
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Ничего
Oh,
себе.
it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Еще одно достижение. Все, больше нет ничего. Так, ну на этой прекрасной ноте я предлагаю вам завершить сегодняшний стрим. Он был очень долгий, ну, больше 3 часов, учитывая, что днем еще был почти 3-часовой стрим. И я уже немножко подустала, и меня клонит даже в сон. Всем спасибо за то, что пришли, смотрели, комментировали. Мне очень-очень приятно. Завтра продолжаем играть. Будем все изучать. В общем, вот так. Всем спокойной ночи. Всем пока.